Hello there, good people of the internet. Gandani is the name and Fabulosity is the game. This is my online platform where I share content ranging from lifestyle vlogs to food, fashion, you name it. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if this is content that you're interested in, and hit that notification bell so that you are always notified by YouTube when I upload a video. And like this video even before you start watching, because apparently it shows YouTube that you enjoy my content. So nobody asked, but I recently got featured in Mananas magazine, and if you are following me on Instagram, which you should, like, where you're not cooperating, I'll link it down below. You are well informed of this, you're well aware. So I saw the poster on the timeline some couple weeks back. Yeah, and it was for the June Pride edition of the magazine. And Mananas magazine is basically a magazine that was formed by millennial Kenyans to showcase creatives and their work and, you know, advertise and market them. Just give us a platform to showcase our projects. So when I saw this poster, I was quite intrigued and I decided to prepare some self-portraits to display there. Well, even before this, I had been doing a couple of self-portraits on my Instagram, and a couple of people had reached out inquiring, wanting to know my creative process and, you know, how I come up with the projects that I do. And even though I wasn't even ready to call myself a self-portraitist at that point, but I have been getting an overwhelming amount of people reaching out to me because of the self-portraits, and I'm like, maybe I could call myself that. And yeah, so this video is basically me taking you behind the scenes of how I prepared that project in particular, and how I would, you know, prepare any other typical self-portrait project. So for this project, once I saw the poster, they had a theme. The theme was pride, and I asked myself, what does pride mean to me? And I did not want to express it in a way that, you know, it's just primary colors everywhere too, because pride is really more than the colors of the flag. It's the expression, it's the acceptance, it's the growth, it's the unity, it's the love, and it's the peace that people have within themselves with being themselves. And I did not want it to just be, you know, a stereotypical flag and whatnot. And so I did go to Pinterest immediately and checked out a couple of and typed pride shoot ideas to see what other people have done and try to draw inspiration from that. And I was particularly attracted by this picture here, which looks quite flamboyant, if I must say. And I really love how it's not like in your face, like, you know, we are pushing some sort of agenda onto you, but it really shows an expression of this being in his natural element, just being himself and being true to himself. You can tell that this is an artist, you can tell that this here is art, and this is expression of self. And that is what I usually want to achieve whenever I'm creating my project. So for this one, I was drawn to this, and then I went to my closet to check what I had available before I could try and create whatever it is that I wanted to create. Fortunately enough, I had pre-planned this video immediately I saw that poster, so I do have footage of the entire process of me, like, coming up with the outfit, preparing the backdrops and whatnot. Let me play those series of clips, and then we'll come back here and we'll conclude. Well, so first things first, even before I get onto the outfit and everything, I usually scout my location as somewhere that will be direct from a window. So since my window is on this side, I want to create my setting either on this side or on this side, so that, like, I get good lighting, since I don't have artificial sources of light. I don't want to have an all white background, since I've done so much of those. Let me see what I can do. Actually, I would really love to use this fabric, since it's brown and whatnot, as my background. So I don't know if it'll be able to fill, so I want to do a little bit of this white and then a little bit of this as my background. Nilikuwa nikicheza mama tope, sasa nimekwama, ninalia, e baba uje want to get into the outfit that I had prepared. I'm wearing an Under Armour that I'm going to stretch out to look like a longer Under Armour. Just going to be applying normal ballet that I have advocated for in previous videos. Wonderful. See, the face is cooperating, at least. It's this area that needs serious work, but I'm not even going to pay attention to it for like 3 years. I want to like grow it out, eh? So that 3 years from now, hey, I'm Tacheka Mimi. I'll be showing you length for days. Wonderful. I don't want to show you me applying mafta on my legs because I'll look as if I'm selling something else. And that is not a commodity for sale, you know? Ah, wonderful. I think you guys don't even understand the concept by now. Let me expliquer, s'il vous plaît. After I get this situation sorted out, oh my god. Anything I do beneath here just looks so erotic. I'm literally stretching out the Under Armour. I don't know why. Okay, so this is how we're looking. Awesome. So this is what the outfit is looking like so far. Guy, I don't like that you can't see my head, but that's okay, that's okay. And then I'll be adding shoes. That's if just in case I try out pictures that will show my, you know, like feet. I will want them to be appealing. To hide all of this buffness that is going on, I want to put on this lovely red coat that will bring the element of pride. This is not that kind of channel, by the way. I just look as if I'm selling something else. But like, yeah, the business. I love this so much. And since the hair situation isn't sorted out as of now, I'll be improvising. Anytime you see me putting something quite large and in charge in the head region, know that she's not looking good at all. So this idea, I don't know even how I came up with it. I tried with a small kifuniko and I liked how it looked, but then, like, you know how everything is bigger in Texas, I decided that I'll go big or go home. And so wow, it looks comical. Carlton, are we sure about this? Are we sure about this, really? Actually, like it. I like it. So let me try and tie it tightly. I was saying that anytime you see me with a ginormous headpiece, know that beneath, oh my god, I like it, we're not looking good beneath. Just have that at the back of your mind. Even like if you invite me somewhere and you see Carlton is wearing a headdress, it is not fashion, no. There's something messy happening beneath, okay? It is concealing. And I'm like, And I'm like, I like the scale of it. I wish it was, you know, more structured. But I can take pictures this way. And I can do something like, can do, yeah, the business. I really look like I'm selling something different. And I have said this before. This is not that type of channel. Guys, I've just completed the... I don't want to say completed. Okay, I've taken a couple of pictures. I hope one of these will be at least magazine worthy. I ended up removing the blue background, the mattress background, and sticking with just the whites over here because I don't know. I know I've done too much white already, but I feel like you can never go wrong with white. You can never go wrong with white. So I want to just change out of this beauty. I might wear this somewhere. call me places where I wear this. Either I want to change out of this and then start editing. Yeah, so that I can commence with the edits. After all that, I took the pictures, I sat down and edited them, and at first I edited it to look like this, and it's the one that I initially submitted. Actually, I want to really thank Mananas magazine for actually featuring me, because I was a mess. They gave us a deadline for submitting it to be like 4th June, and I did submit on that date, but a slightly late, a bit late. And the next day I wake up and I find out that I'd sent to the wrong email, and so I text them, and they give me the right email, and then I resubmit other projects because I wasn't that comfortable with this one. And then I look at it and I'm like, okay, let me just throw it in there. So I send another email on top of the one that I had already sent, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, you do whatever you want. I give them the article, and I'm like, I don't see myself featuring in this magazine. But then after some time, I took another look at the pictures, and I went to PixArt and trimmed, the and trimmed myself out of the background, because it's the background that was feeling the first edit. And I went to Canva and I gave myself different varieties of backgrounds, and the flag really stood out for me. It really felt like the one. So I resubmitted it again after some other couple of days, and I got the email later on that, they featured me in the magazine, and I felt really happy after that. And yes, I guess that's pretty much my creative process. Maybe one day I'll show you how I edit my pictures, even though I'm not that good at editor. In fact, I wouldn't even call myself that good a self-portraitist, because I'm not at the level at which I would want to be, even though I'm scaling up towards that slowly by slowly, one day at a time, one step at a time. But I might be posting content as this in the near future if there is an even more interesting project, or projects that are a little bit out there, and I could give you in depth with that. Also, in a couple of days, if not already, I might be getting a spotlight feature on Queer African Network for my self-portraitist and creative projects in those lines. So be sure to check it out. I will link it in the description box below, as well as the Mananas magazine feature. It's page 39, 40, and 41, July edition 2021. I guess that is it for this video. I am willing to help people out with concepts and creative projects and self-portraits in the near future. So be sure to reach out to me at my Instagram at Gadani Carlton, and engage me in the comments. Tell me, are there projects that you would like me to try out, or would like us to try out? I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Keep it locked to Gadani Culture. Nilikuwa nimefurahia hizi starehe za dunia.